Okay. This is the textbook homework number 45. And we need to evaluate. You have the integral, the x is on top, and at the bottom you have the square root of x minus the cube root of x. Okay, and the hint is use the substitution. U equals the 6th root of x, which is really smart advice. I mean, without this hint, would be very difficult. I mean, eventually some of you would have come up to find this substitution, but this is a good substitution because it includes both the square root and the cube root. Okay, remember this is x to the 1/2, and this is x to the 1/3, and this is x to the 1/6, which is the common denominator. So let's perform the substitution. Well, if you look at this substitution, then the square root of x, right, becomes u cubed. And the cube root of x becomes u squared. If you don't see it right away, it's easier to see it if you use the exponential notation rather than radical notation. And now, since the other thing is, if you want x by itself is u to the 6th, and we need that because we need the x. The x will be 6u to the 5th du. Okay, so we have everything needed to substitute. So now the integral, we started with the integral of dx over square root of x minus cube root of x with all the substitution. Well, we can yank the 6 out of the integration, and the numerator will be u to the 5th du, and the denominator will be, instead of square root of x we have u cubed, and instead of cube root of x we have u squared. And of course we have a common factor, which is u squared, so we can reduce it and factor u squared, and you end up having u cubed over u minus 1. Now this is not a proper rational function, so we do need to come up with long division to solve this. So let's see what we have. Okay, long division. Probably there is a trick here, but I don't see it right now. So let's do the long division. The long division going to be like this. We have u cubed, but remember that we don't have place value. Well, we need to keep place value. We need to have something like 0 for u squared plus 0 times u plus 0. And then we divide by u minus 1. So we multiply by u squared and to get u cubed minus u squared, and then we subtract. And now you see why I put the zeros in their place value. So this becomes u squared multiplied by u to get u squared minus u. This is equal to u, and multiply, have 1 here, and eventually you have u minus 1, and the remainder is 1. So this is the quotient u squared plus u plus 1, or plus 1 over u minus 1. Okay, so now the integral I is the integral of u squared plus u plus 1 plus 1 over u minus 1 du. Now the rest is easy, I think. There is a 6 up front. I'll pause here. Maybe I went fast. Any question? Any battle fog that I need to clear, or battle dust? No? We all good? Nobody lost his or her conscience? You all still breathing? Good. So we can continue, and the rest, this part is the easiest part, right? You have what? U cubed over 3, u squared over 2, you have u, and this is what? Natural log of u minus 1, right? Plus c. And finally, let's bring x back into the fray. So, actually, I can multiply it out. So let's multiply it out. I have 2 u cubed. Well, u cubed is square root of x. So we have 2 square root of x. 6 over 2 is 3. U squared is the cube root of x. And then 6u, well, u is 6 root of x. And then 6 times the natural log of the 6 root of x minus 1 plus c. Something, isn't it?